Yo guys, back again with another video. This is day 30, the last and final day of the 30-day beat challenge, and I'm filling in a request that I got, which is to show some plugins, some VST plugins that you could use in creating lo-fi. Now what I want to say is that when it comes to creating lo-fi, it's not really about the plugins you use, it's more about following a specific method to try and creating a certain style and certain sound. Okay, so I'm gonna right click right here, replace this VST that I have right here with Fruity FL keys. Alright, this is one plugin you can use to get a lo-fi sound. Alright guys, so I showed you a VST plugin for creating chord progressions. Now what I want to do is I want to show you a VST plugin used to create a bass line. Alright, it's called Boo Bass right here. It's a stock FL Studio sound. This is how it looks like, and this is how it sounds. Now, VST plugins for creating drum loops. Alright, there's one right here, it's called FPC. Alright, so this is how I got. Let me just delete this, right? I can show you the process from the beginning. I clicked the add button right here, went to FPC. Alright, and this will generate a drum loop. It loads up some sounds that are already loaded up. There are FL Studio stock sounds, alright, for drums. Okay, so let's take a listen. Alright. Now, when it comes to FL Studio and when it comes to lo-fi beats, I find that the best drum rhythms are the ones that tend to be spaced out a little bit. Alright, so let's look for a spaced out drum loop. There's a bunch of presets here. If you click the arrow down, let's try out trip hop. We can try hip hop loops. Now, the next plugin that I want to show you guys is called Maximus. Alright, I have it loaded up on the drum bus, and I'm going to open it up right here. Go to presets, click on the lo-fi preset. Okay. This adds a really nice lo-fi filter to it. Alright, now I personally like to automate this. So I have it turned on and off in certain sections here and there, but you can keep it on the entire time and that'll be completely fine. Now, last but not least is a VST plugin for the melodies. Alright, now we're going to use Pitcher. Alright, now Pitcher is an auto-tune plugin, but we're going to use it to make the melody out of tune. Alright, so here's a piano VST loaded up. And I find this sound, this texture, to go really well with the more sadder vibes. Alright, let's play with the drums. Alright. Okay, so those were 5 plugins that you can use to create in generating a lo-fi vibe and a lo-fi sound. Alright. Now, let's make a beat with it. Okay, now for the drums. I'm going to start off with the drums. Now, I've been listening to this loop a little bit, and I still feel like it's a little bit active, so I'm going to try and find a better loop. Okay, so what I want to do as well is go to the kick right here, and we can separate each sound and have it routed to individual mixer tracks this way, alright? This took me a while to figure this out, but thank God I did. It really helped, so I can process each instrument individually and readjust the volumes as well. So I'm going to click on the kick. I'm going to take it all the way right here to output. I'm going to take it all the way to number 9, where I have like my kick right here. All right. My snare, I'm going to put it to 10. the second snare, I'm gonna put it to 11. Yeah, you get the idea. Okay, so there's another trick that I want to show you guys when it comes to creating lo-fi beats, alright? And it's to do with the kick. One thing we want to do is we want to take an EQ. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to cut off all the high end. Because, you know, it's supposed to have that low quality sound to it. Alright, now we're going to add some reverb. With a really short decay. Alright, now these are mixing tricks you can use to get a lo-fi sound. Okay, so I changed the drum rhythm one more time because I just wanted to find the right rhythm, right? Now we're going to move on to the chords. Now when it comes to the chords, I'm just going to follow a 2-5-1. If you don't know, I'm just going to play them, just let you guys take a listen to them. Now if you don't know how to make a chord progression, I recommend watching my video how to make chord progression. I'll leave a link for that down below. All right, either way, let's get down to it. Alright, so let's create a bass line now. Now, if you want to know how to create a bass line, watch my video on how to make a lo-fi bass line, okay? It's a tutorial on how to make a bass line in FL Studio. But now I want to create a flam. Sort of gives it a more realistic vibe. So I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to hit Alt F. Right. I'm going to create right there as well. That one right there. Alright, again, so I'm hitting Alt F to give it a realistic vibe. Okay, another thing I want to do is, since this is more, it's more of a rhythmic element, so I'm going to click right here. I'm going to go to the wrench tool. I'm going to go to shift, time shift it up, alright? So what seems to be happening is the bass line is getting in the way of the melody. So I'm going to route this all the way right here. Mixer track. And I'm going to try and not just turn down the volume as well. I want to do that. But I also want to take an EQ and cut off some of the high end frequencies for the bass. Alright, now There was this one note that I pressed right here that it wasn't. Let me check. Right, so I'm gonna stop the video off right here. Finally finished the 30-day beat challenge. This is the last and final day. If you've been tuning in since day one or halfway or whatever, either way, regardless, thank you so much. Now, go make some dope beats. Bye.